Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dagmara from Arizona, and I have a Shamu here with me, who is currently still in Poland.
Still in Poland, yes, until Sunday.
It's very interesting, but you're actually from South America.
I am from Ecuador, yes.
You want to tell us more about what do you do? How do you see the world? Why do you live in Poland?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Dagmara, for the openness and the invitation to share about my work and my passions in your channel. So, as Dagmara mentioned, I'm Shamu. I'm from Ecuador, and I am a mentor in the Artisan Academy of Dreams. Mainly, this is the topic that I would like to share with you today about lucid dreaming and astral travel. But following to your question, so how it happened that I ended in Poland and I do what I do. So I left Ecuador when I was 19 years old, and I always say that a kind of portal open, and I was not sure where I'm going to go, but I had a strong feeling that I need to go far away. And for just some reasons of life, there was an organization that was helping students to go to Ukraine. So actually, I was studying my first degree in Ukraine. And after I came to Poland to study a second degree, a master degree. And I thought it would be in Poland just for my studies. However, I ended in Krakow, which happened to be such a charming and magical city. We do not have castles and dragons in Ecuador. So I was just prolonging my stay 1 year more and 1 year more, and 15 years have passed.
8 years already?
15 years.
15? Oh,
yes.
It's a long time.
It is a long time. And well, I love Poland, and I'm very thankful because a lot of my inner transformation happened here. And actually, it's very curious for me that also this reconnection back home, back to my roots, happened being here in Poland. And it has been like a very interesting search for me to go back to who I am and my destiny. And that's something that I do right now. Imagine that I had a call to go to ayahuasca ceremony when I was here in Poland, and I went in Warsaw for the first time. And then I wanted to have this experience in Ecuador. So I started just to collect some pieces about understanding of who I am. And right now I am very connected with the dreams because the dreams have been like the main guide in my life. To help me to understand what was happening, to help me to connect also with my family, with information of ancestors, because I shared usually that sometimes when we are in the process of conscious awakening, we find ourselves alone. And the people that we have around, our friends or family, they are not able to understand why we see the world just a bit different. And in that time, the books, the dreams, and nature were the ones that just helped me to continue, move forward in trust, and come back to love. And well, since childhood, since childhood, I had a strong connection with dreams. I believe it's coming from my family, but also I always say that in South America, and the same as in North America, nature is so strong and it looks so alive that we still have in our folklore legends about the elementary spirits of nature. So I grew up with a lot of stories which were just feeding a lot my creativity, and this was also translated into my dreams. So I had always very vivid dreams and strong experiences that, well, for me were only stories for many years. However, at some point when I was here in Poland 7 years ago, the dreams started to be like incredibly realistic, up to some point that I was really confused. I would have a lot of false awakening, which is when we are waking up and then we start the day, we just go for breakfast, then we go to work, and then you wake up again. And then you are like, okay, so I was not awake, but you start the day again, and then you wake up again. So you can be in a kind of loop, like Inception movie. And it started to be like scary to understand what is happening, that I will stay in this state of dreaming, not knowing when I'm awake. And yes, dreams were very lucid. So then I was looking for information, and I found the terminology of the oneironaut. And the oneironaut is the person who can control the dreams. So I was very excited. I thought, okay, so maybe I am an oneironaut. And then I found the Sardasan Academy, and my teacher, who actually was already sharing about astral travels and lucid dreaming for the last 15 years. And he had also his YouTube channel. So I just watched all the videos and I signed for the first course. And he had created a method that helped us just with the logic to go step by step to the point that we can enter to the dreams consciously. And they teach you how you can navigate in that space and how you can use the conscious dreaming for manifestation and just to enhance your day-to-day life. So for me, when I had this experience, many pieces of my life just came together, and I started like a huge transformation and revolution of everything. Yes, so that can be like in short a summary about what has been going on in my life for the last years.
That's amazing. And you found kind of your path being in Poland, which is really interesting because I left Poland when I was 22.
Wow.
I came to Arizona, first Florida, then Arizona, but I found Arizona to be extremely awakening for me. And it's funny, you went over there from South America. It's interesting how our soul knows exactly where we need to be in order to grow and actually, expand our consciousness and become who we really are. Because I believe in this world, we are coming back to ourselves. We're finding each other or ourselves first. And then we find our spiritual family. And then we find out what we are about. Like you found your gift. I found my gift too. But we had to have different environments to grow.
Yes,
even though we were
very interesting.
Yeah, so you were born in America, I was born in Poland, but though I couldn't grow in Poland, I felt very suffocated almost, and I had to get out. I feel free here.
Wow.
To be who I am, and it's very interesting.
Yes, and I did the same. I felt I cannot stay in America, and I went here to Europe, and here I felt very free. And here I felt I could just flourish a lot until now. But now I feel that my next step, that the next part of my evolution is coming home. So that's why actually I'm going already on Sunday. Yes.
That's beautiful. Yes, and you have went through certain path and you went through certain level, and now you nourish your soul on certain level, and now you're moving on to another level, going back home with a completely different understanding.
Totally, the hero journey completed.
So that's very beautiful.
Yeah, it is. For me, when I think about everything that happened, I do feel I am living a beautiful dream. And this is what I share with people as well. I believe that the objective of connecting with our dreams, with sacred medicine, or with any tool that help us to be more self-aware, to help us really to understand who we are, it is for that, in order that we start to live in our day-to-day life our best dream, the best we can imagine, to this point that what we can consider magic, it just becomes the day-to-day. And for me to connect with this Academy of Dreams, it opened a lot of doors. And one of these doors, it was when I invited my teacher to have a ceremony here in Poland, because I felt that the dreams are giving me so much this connection with just believing and a lot of hope and illusion. So he came to make here a retreat. And then when he came, it was the first time he opened for me this possibility to go back to Ecuador to work in a project which is supporting a community in the Amazonian jungle for them to just have everything they need, a self-sustainable community. And then during that time, I started to feel, okay, I need to prepare myself to understand, if I'm ready for this. And the first time came for me the information about Vision Quest, that something like this exists. And I never heard about it. And then I look for it on internet, and I find that an elder from the Native American nation who was raised with the Lakota tribe and many other tribes, he was in Poland. And I went to Jelenia Góra to have my first Vision Quest. And for me, it was unbelievable that I could see this man who looked very similar to my grandpa, to my father, and that he was there holding a ceremony that I felt it was for me, in order for me to remember. And it was like, okay, we are in Poland, and we are making this path of going back home. And it was very, very powerful for me as well, as for everyone who goes for Vision Quest.
Wow.
But yes, that my teachers found me here, and slowly there was always the open call, like, this is there for you if you would like to take it.
No, that's beautiful. So you don't have to go far. They come to you. People
Everything
come
comes to you. You are open, and you are ready to take it, because it's scary. Many of the things I have done, they were so scary, but I felt that I must do it. That if I don't do them, I couldn't imagine to be alive in a place where I don't fit, where I'm not happy, where everything is just different than something I remember how it is, even if it's not there. So this feeling just pushed me all the time to just keep opening and trying different things. Yeah.
Yes, the trust is very important. That you trust yourself, that this is the path, this is the way, and the next step you need to take, even though it's very scary, or it doesn't make sense, or it's like, whoa, To me, going to Peru and planning to the Peruvian jungle, all this really crazy things that I've never done, and my Spanish is not that perfect. It's not that proficient, and going into all these unknown places, and having my group, leading my group, that was another level to me. I spent a month in Peru, and it was one of the most beautiful times. It was very difficult at times. It was very challenging at times.
Yes.
It was. I had to break a lot of beliefs. I had to get into the fear. I had to get into uncomfortable situations. And as long as we grow, that was my mission. I said, okay, I want to grow. I don't want to just stand there because it's comfortable. I want to get into it. I want to do it because I feel this is the path. This is the right way. Doesn't mean it's doesn't feel comfortable. It is the right way.
Yes. I think it's about that. At the beginning, sometimes it can feel strong or difficult, but at some point we understand that this is just a part of evolution as well, and it can become a bit exciting already when we realize what is the reason behind. And as you mentioned before, that maybe for me the first years they were the most difficult ones, because I felt I was alone. And I was not sure if where I'm going, it makes any sense. But the farther I was walking towards, what my heart remember, so then my soul family started to appear, right? And when we are 2 or we are 3 already who understand the same, so everything becomes easier. And there's a point when we are already right in the environment that we know it is already who we are. And this is beautiful. For me, it is just priceless to really make anything we have to do to arrive to that point. Because in this point, we already are connecting with our essence. So we have already the tools and the possibilities to finally start growing on who we are.
Yes. Yes, the understanding. It's so important to understand that you're on the right path. It's so beautiful. So right now you're going to Ecuador. And what are your plans there? what you're going to be doing there.
Yes. So, at this point, I really like, or I see how important it is that we are connected and together. In Europe, I see many people who see the value and the importance also of the ancestral cultures in America. I understand that in Europe, your roots are so much longer in time lost and were cut like very much long ago than the conquer that happened in America. So people there, they resisted and they survived, right? And we still have it. But for some reason, right, in America, most of people, they don't see it. So people is afraid to go to ayahuasca or to really value people, the originary people. And they are the ones who are the most poor in the countries, the most discriminated. And this is the norm. This is norm. This is normal there, right? And right now in Europe, it came the wisdom where people could appreciate this natural just understanding of life and simplicity and the connection, right, between nature and human being. And the fact that European people is going back to America with this respect, going to the most humble places to learn and to show that there is a big value there. In my perspective, this is changing also the way how the society it is there. And many people felt in their heart that they want to support this community. So there are different projects right now, like helping to have self-sustainable communities. And in this case, the founder of the Sun Academy of Dreams, Eneko Ruiz de Loizaga, he went to Ecuador also looking to learn about the dreams, because these cultures, they are the ones who are also the guardians of the dreams. So they know, they remember. It's natural for them to have astral travels. It is part of their ancient culture that for them the dreams are the space that is connecting us with our divinity, that is connecting us with God. It's the place where we can connect with nature, with the consciousnesses of everything that is surrounding us. And it's also how we can connect with the unconscious, with the energetic field of every human being. So literally, whenever we are sleeping together, our dreams are already interconnected. So in this way, we can perceive also information of our family, our community. So that's why for them it's still very important at morning, for example, to share what are our dreams, because this is bringing messages, right, for the community, just for the future, and it is important part of building the community as well. So he came to learning from the traditions from ancient cultures of America, and he couldn't stand the fact that they live in those conditions. So he had this dream, like to create like the biggest project with international investment, so that they can make already like the dream come true. So they can really give to in this case, it will be one community. They are called the Waorani. There are 500 families, and there are 17 projects right now, which they already got the budget for it, and they will start, which is to give them, like houses, which are fully ecological, with all the basic needs. Also to bring education for them that is holistic and is supporting their way of living, that is not trying to introduce them in the Western society, to support, their own factories, right? Like the jewelry they do, the coffee, the cacao, which, they get out, like 3 days from the jungle in boats just to sell very cheap everything they have, and just to come back for having $10 per day, for example. So this would like to give them like this kind of support, and I will be a project manager of some of these projects. And additionally working also with the dreamers, creating spaces for people to come to the jungle, because the jungle, it has this amazing frequency that once we are there, we can really tune, not only like, in health, for in our physical body to come to balance itself, but for astral travel, for example, we work a lot with the energetic body. We train about how to activate this body and to recognize that we are every day energy and physical body at the same time. And the moment that we start to feel more this energy in ourselves, so we remember that we all have the ability to travel in spirit. And that's really amazing. So yes, that's the reason why I'm going there.
That's beautiful. That's really exciting. I love it. This makes sense. I always envision something like this. When I go to these poor communities, either here, the Native Americans here, the reservations, or I've been to Peru, different places in the Andes and the rainforest, all kinds of different places. We've traveled throughout Peru, and I've seen. I was really not interested much in Lima. I was not interested in the big cities. I love Cusco. I met a lot of very beautiful people there, and visionaries and very spiritual people, and very simple people. But those simple people brought the most enrichment in my life.
Yes.
Because they were the ones, the original ones. They speak Quechua. They still live, by the old ways. They live very simple lives. And I believe we should go back. We should go back to the old ways, because those are the ways that work. It doesn't matter what culture you come from. Is it Peruvian? Is it Polish? Is it, Native American? It's such a powerful knowledge. And that's why they wanted to destroy our knowledge, because it was so powerful. Because we knew how to, like you said, how to dream, how to get information from the dreams. Speaking of dreams, I want to share with you that I had a dream, ongoing dream about my skin. I had this mole over here, and I had this being coming into my dream telling me, Dagmara, you need to remove this. This needs to go.
Wow.
And I kept having this dream, and it was very persistent, and it was very direct. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And I don't really go to doctors. I will check my blood once in a while. I will do different things, but it's not like I go to the doctors, or I don't take any medications. But this time I said, okay, I'm going to go, and I will schedule an appointment with my regular doctor, who will send me to a specialist, a dermatologist. And I did exactly like in the dream. The dream guided me to do it. I went to the doctor. She removed it. She did biopsy, and it came out as cancer.
Wow.
Yes. And she said, wow, I would never suspect looking at it that it's cancer, but it is. So I didn't do anything else with it, but I think I got this paste from Ecuador.
Oh.
Have you heard about this paste? It's like a herbal paste. It's black, and you put it on, and it draws out. It's good. I just remember about it because I'm going to do it, because it's growing back. It's been a few years, and it's growing back. And I'm going to put that paste again, because that paste actually is from the rainforest. They gather the herbs, they make the paste, and then it takes away the cancer cell, basically.
Amazing.
So it's funny that we're talking about it. I just remember that.
Perfect synchronicity. You got the message.
Yeah. And that paste I still have. And it was made there. It was made there in Ecuador. So it's very interesting. I guess I had to remember that right now.
Yes.
Because that dream really guided me. And I have a lot of prophetic dreams too.
Yes.
Like I remember I can dream about something, and then it happens. I had dreams about wars. I had dreams about floods. I remember the floods last year in Poland?
Yes.
I had a dream about that. I was dreaming of it. And I was in that area a few weeks before the floods came. I was in the southern Poland. I was traveling all around, and I went to Prague and Bolesławiec and area of the spas, the
sanatories.
sanatoriums, and it exactly happened there. I had the dreams. The water's gonna come. And obviously, and I did talk about it on my channel too. People know about it. So I have those things that I cannot explain. And I would love to learn more how to direct it, how to work with it. Because there is a lot of messages I'm receiving.
It is. It's, as you say, just like such a direct guidance. And we all have this ability to be connected with our environment, with our body, with, as I mentioned, our community. However, this is also like a kind of perfect mechanism from our body, which needs to be taken care. And many people, I mean, most of people, we don't pay attention to our dreams. And this is so incoherent as well if the dreaming is 1/3 part of our lives, right? Like in the psychology, we know that the dreams are a reflection of the unconscious. So all this information that we are looking for to know about yourself is in our dreams. However, the dreams also come with different coding, with different symbols. So there is a process how we learn to understand what are our symbols, because there are symbols from the collective, which also we are receiving, information, as you say, from the places where we are. However, we explain it sometimes that when we enter to the dreams, we have like the first body, which is the individual unconscious. And in this individual unconscious, I will have information about my childhood, about my issues, my problems, my worries, my wishes, my desires. And then we have another level, which is the collective unconscious. And in the collective unconscious, we also have like information from our partners, like for the people who is around, from the city. Then we have the universal unconsciousness. And the universal unconsciousness, it is something that we can maybe compare with the Akash record. That is just everything that is around, all this information that is coming, information about what the plants are for. We can communicate with consciousnesses of other beings as well, messengers and so on, with our ancestors and so on. However, to reach to this space of the universal unconscious, we really have to make a bit of order in our own unconscious, because it's so, I don't want to say polluted, but it's just a bit chaotic, exactly. Because sometimes the messages that the unconscious have are too strong for us, because we are storing there, the memories of our parents being violent, for example. And it is just painful for people to see it again and again and again. So people consciously, they block this channel because they don't want to see this. However, what these kind of dreams are asking us to do is to take care of this. They say, look, this happened to you when you were small, but you're still holding a pain for it. Can you do something with it? Can you analyze it? Can you take it to a therapist? Can you speak with your parents about it? And the moment we do something about this dream, it will just disappear. It's like we received the message, we did something that it will enhance our lives, for sure, our emotional worlds, and then we make some space. And like this, we just receive every message, we always pay attention, and we listen to the dreams. If they tell us, as you say, like, go to check this, we do. If we dream, that we are eating a lot of carrots, of certain vegetables, we do it, because there is like some guidance and knowledge there for us, for guiding us. So this is what we do, like in the path of the dreamer, like we start to take care about these spaces, because also we see how much we can receive, but just opening to this universal unconsciousness, making space for it.
Yes, that's beautiful. It's really, really deep. And do you guide people through their dreams? Can somebody contact you?
Yes. So how we work right now, we have online courses. These are 3-month courses. Actually, we are starting right now because we made it once per year. And during these courses, during these 3 months, we kind of make a brainwashing to people. So we are sharing with them how to see reality different. To to understand that everything has a consciousness, for example, to enhance our imagination, because also the dreams, the conscious dream is this space that you can create everything there. So going to the basic concepts, what is a lucid dream? A lucid dream is when you are having an unconscious dream and suddenly you realize, you say, okay, I'm dreaming. So in this moment, you can control the direction of the dream. So you can just manifest anything you want. And why you will do something like that? Well, the dreams are like the perfect training space, for example, for you to see how certain situation will look like. It's like a controlled scenario. For example, if you ever had a discussion with a person and you want to see again, like how this can be different, you can materialize this and you can have this experience. And the difference between this and the out-of-body experiences or astral travels is that when we astral travel, or when we enter to the dream fully conscious, so before falling asleep, due to certain practices, my consciousness moves to the dream, but without losing any second of consciousness. So I'm fully awake and I'm free in that space. And in that space, the level of lucidity is very high. We experience something that people call hyper reality. So it's a space that you can perceive a lot. You can perceive, the energy of everything, the energy of people. You can be telepathic. You can see the particles that are composing the matter that we see. And we are combining a lot of quantum physics during our teachings, biology, psychology, and shamanism practices in order really to touch every aspect from ourselves that are blocking us to believe and to trust again that these experiences are possible. Because at this point, the dreams have always been deeply researched, and there are many researchers at this point that show how amazing it is experience, how the brain is working during some of these experiences, like areas of the brain which usually are never active during an astral travel are working. And that's incredible. And this says a lot about the experiences that people have. So during these 3 months, we have classes every week. We have weekly exercises and a continuous support group. So we are guiding the dreamers step by step to the point when they can have lucid experiences. And once they are there, we teach them also what to do there and how to create with consciousness there to see this materialization in their day-to-day life. And this is like the end of the experience.
That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna add the links below in the description so that people can reach out to you. And do you speak Polish at all?
I do. I do speak some Polish, yes.
Okay, we need to make another video recording in Polish then.
I don't know if my Polish is that good to record the full video, but once I had a lecture in Kielce, in Festival Mocy, and it was difficult to find a good translation, and I had to make the best of my lecture in Polish, and I had big support of people. It was amazing.
Okay. To powiesz nam, jak pracujesz.
Dobrze. W tym momencie pracuję na moją pasję i mieliśmy kilka warsztaty. Ostatni warsztat był Praga i był 3-dniowy warsztat, gdzie mieliśmy kilka doświadczenia z nie. Oh my God.
Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We can also translate this video, and so people can get better idea. And maybe we can, in the future, we can work together on some projects. I can translate, I can understand it better, and so I know what you do exactly, and I will have to probably take the course too to know exactly what to do. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming here to my channel. I'm sure we're gonna meet again. I have a feeling. And we can talk more we can invite people for more projects, for different activities, events, and etc. I'm sure you're gonna be back and forth, right? You're still going back to Poland at some time?
Yes, yes. I think the objective right now is, I think you mentioned it as well, is to create a bridge between these two continents. I think we are very complementary. I believe that there's something that you are looking for, and the same, that you have here something that we are looking for. And once we are connecting, so then this magic can happen. And I know, Dagmara, that we have a connection with different projects and passions. So I'm really looking forward for that as well. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
And thank you for being here. Dziękuję. And
Dziękuję bardzo.
we're gonna put the links below so you guys can check out and read more about it. And see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do zobaczenia.
Do zobaczenia.